Hi guys, I was going to do a little flip through this magazine from Tesco. It's the free one that you collect at the tills to give you like inspiration of what foods to buy and make, and it is the July-August 2023 edition. So it's going to be filled with like summery foods, barbecue foods, that kind of thing. Bonus drinks guide. Fun times. So I'm going to have a little look through this with you, but I'm also going to do a little bit of chit-chatting and catching up and just basically telling you guys some stuff that I've been doing recently and just a general kind of catch up because I like those videos. So first I wanted to say that my last video, actually not my last video, my labyrinth video, I have found out now that it is pronounced bestiary. So thank you for letting me know in the comments, because I really did think it was bestiary, but I wasn't sure. And I've googled it since to see what the definition is, and it's like a kind of usually medieval type of book that is about mythical creatures. So that is a bestiary. Sadly, I can't go back and correct myself, but I just wanted to say thanks for educating me. And also the chickens. Somebody said that the chickens pop up in the movie whenever there's chaos. And I can't believe I didn't realise that, or maybe I had forgotten that they do, but that's so cool. I'm going to go back and watch it and look out for the chaotic chickens. So thanks as well for letting me know that. It's really cool. So we have some offers, we have some tea, some gin, salad. I drink tea so much, but only in the autumn and the winter. It's really weird. But whenever it's like cold outside, I crave a cup of tea so badly. I don't drink coffee or anything because I don't like the bitter kind of taste. But I have cups of tea all the time, like every day in the autumn, winter, and I just sit down and have a cup of tea, and it's like such a nice break. They fill you up as well if you're hungry and you don't like have any food or you don't want to eat at that point. You can just have a cup of tea and the warmness of it just really fills you up. But then in the summer I just don't drink it at all, like literally never, not one cup. And all my work colleagues, they drink tea multiple times during a shift, and it's just so random that I just only drink it when it's cold. But I guess it makes sense. It's a hot drink. I also always have decaf because I find caffeine makes me have palpitations. I don't know why. My dad's the same. It's really strange. This cat is beautiful. Look at those eyes. I feel like you'd have white fur absolutely everywhere. You'd have to have a completely white sofa and all of your belongings. Otherwise there would just be hair everywhere. Some more deals. Soup, dog food, cat food, glue and Lego. That is a very eclectic mix. I feel like you'd be having a really interesting weekend if you bought all those items. I like getting these little magazines from the tills. Sometimes I use them for recipe information. I'm kind of like a creature of habit. I cook the same foods all the time and then I add a new recipe in and then it becomes a staple. They do have a vegetarian and vegan section, so I'll be looking at that pretty closely. It's kind of randomly dotted about on the pages. My cat Binks has decided to sharpen his claws right now, so I apologise for that noise. So, how have you guys been? How has your summer been? Mine's kind of been strange. It's been really strange weather here in England because I don't know if you know, but all of Europe has super crazy heat, like 40 plus degrees, which to me is insane. I don't feel like I would be able to get anything done in 40 plus degree heat. But they've also had like forest fires and things like that, which hasn't really happened in a while this kind of way. My mum was in Greece last week, and a lot of people had to be evacuated because of the forest fires spreading because of the heat. So that's really scary. So I'm just grateful we have the weather we do, but it hasn't really been much of a summer because it's been raining a lot. It's humid, but it's not really sunshiny. We haven't been able to like have the pool out in the garden or anything to like just jump in, and not a lot of barbecues happening because the weather is so unpredictable. And it's been like, people have been trying to have barbecues, but it's been raining or cold or windy. But I can't complain because my favourite season is autumn anyway, so it's kind of just almost here pretty much. This guy, is this from like a TV show, or is this literally just the ad? Because I feel like, well, one, when he leans to see what he's doing, his crown's going to fall off straight away. And also, surely this curtain that he's wearing is going to be in the way. For a start, it's going to be covered in hair, but also he's going to need to keep moving it. I mean, I know he's trying to keep his style, but I don't think it's the most practical way to shave your chest. I'm just saying. I love these kind of dinners where you just put bits all over the table. We usually do it when we have to use up what's in the freezer, you know, when everything's running out. Not running out, like it's been in there for ages and you want like a clear out and just cook off everything. And then we just have a table full of like buffet foods, and they're all beige. Beige foods. I love that so much. These look good. I don't eat meat, but they have meat-free alternatives. I do feel like that looks so good though. I feel like if I did eat meat, I would just eat everything because they all look so tasty. And these little tiny mini pizza type things. 4 mini pizza bases. I love when you can cook your own. One of my friends, in his garden, his mum has like this giant pizza oven. Oh my god. It is the best thing ever. Like, you literally just make your own. She makes her own like dough, puts it together, and then puts all of the toppings and the ingredients on, and then her husband just like throws it in this giant pizza oven outside, and it's cooked within like a minute, I swear. It just like straight away crisps, and it has that taste of, you know, the stone, the charcoal or whatever it is. It's the best pizza I think I've ever had, and it's so nice to do that. Like, you can be a part of the food making process and everyone's just chatting. It's like one of my favourite things. I wish I had got to do it this summer, but unfortunately both the weather and health stuff has got in the way, which is a shame. But I hope all you guys have been good though. I wanted to say as well, oh my goodness, thank you so much for the couple of people who donated to the book fund. I literally didn't expect anybody to donate. I was just kind of making people aware that it's there if they did want to. And I'm obviously not going to blast names on YouTube, but you'll know who you are because there's literally 2 of you. And I could not believe it. I woke up and I was like, what? And one of them actually put a little note that said, thank you for helping me and my dog relax. And I had tears. I was like, oh my god, can you picture a dog sitting there and relaxing? It was like the cutest thing. It's really surreal. I don't even know. I don't think I would ever get used to it, or like what's the word, desensitized, I suppose, to it, because I just was like, that is so crazy to me that a person and their dog are just sitting listening to this voice. It's so weird. but I love it so much. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. And I straight away bought a book on Amazon. It's basically a cookbook, like a recipe book, and it's, I don't know if you know H.P. Lovecraft, or you know in Evil Dead when Ash finds the Necronomicon. It's a book a little bit like that, but it's called something like Necro Nom Nom Nom. And I thought that was so cute. I'm not massively familiar with H.P. Lovecraft, but I think it will be really good to see the different recipes, read them out. A couple people, or actually quite a few people, have said they do want a recipe book. So I thought go for something a little bit different, and so that's on the way. And I wouldn't have been able to get it without you guys, so thank you so much. This looks good, although it looks like it has fish or something, some sort of seafood. Doesn't actually say. Maybe it's on the next page. Let's see. There we go. Sardine. But I love the colours. I love Mediterranean vegetables. I always cook up like a big glass dish with red onions, red peppers, orange peppers, yellow peppers, aubergine, little cherry tomatoes, all that kind of stuff, and I just put it in the oven for like an hour with a little bit of oil and some mozzarella right at the end, like the mozzarella, not grated, but like the ball of it. I can't remember what it's called. And it's so good. I used to just have it like that with bread, and then I discovered putting it in a pita with some hummus and a little side of balsamic vinegar to just dip. Oh my god, it's the nicest meal and so healthy. Well, pretty healthy. The veggies are healthy at least. I have to kind of be a little bit more healthy because my cholesterol is pretty high, which is terrible. I'm like, how old am I? I'm 35 and my cholesterol is really high. So I'm trying to be a little bit more healthy, but it's hard because I really love food, essentially. Chicken nugget tacos. That actually, I'm gonna put that page down. I think my son would really like that. Even just the idea of it, I think he would like. Crispy gnocchi with chorizo and green beans. I quite like gnocchi, although I find it's quite samey if you keep eating it. Like there's no change. But with all of this stuff with it, looks good. I'm sorry, I keep clearing my throat. I didn't sleep very well last night, so I feel like my voice is like a little bit tired still, if that makes sense. But so I wanted to catch up with you a little bit. Since I got back from Iceland, I have found it very hard to find time to do anything, essentially, even for myself, let alone making videos. But things are getting slowly back to normal, which is great. It's the summer holidays right now in the UK, so my son is off school and he's now at an age where he can be home alone while I'm at work, so I don't have to take time off to kind of match it up to the summer holidays, which is great. And where I work is literally like 5 minutes from where I live, so I feel confident that he can just text me if he needs anything or if there's a problem. And I've been through all the safety things, you know, when people ring the bell, what to do in case of a fire, because I'm like a warrior. But he loves being at home, and he's a super good boy too, because he will do the chores and then he will do like his screen time and make himself some lunch and play with the cats and let them out. So he's at that perfect age where it's just so nice because he's old enough to really be part of the family. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, it's cabbage. What a disappointment. I thought it was, I don't even know. It didn't look like cabbage, but now I see it. It doesn't look good anymore. Japanese style pancakes. Let me try to pronounce it. Okonomiyaki. Is that right? I don't know. Oh, it looks like it's going to be spicy. So yeah, things are sliding into place in that respect. The fact that he now can be home alone, and it's the summer holidays, so I no longer have to do the school run, because annoyingly there is not a school bus that goes from our little village to the school, so I have to bring him to school every day and pick him up. It's like 2 hours altogether of driving each day, and my work is only down the road, so it doesn't even make sense, but it's fine. It's the summer holidays, so I have more time, and my work has been good. I've been like getting on really well. Our cat, not the black cat that you always see crashing my videos, but Porg, the one with the folded ears and the health problems, the one we rescued. She had an operation recently because she had a little dot on her tongue and it wouldn't heal, so every time she was grooming herself she would be getting blood everywhere, like all over her, all over the bed, all over wherever she was, and we gave it a long time to heal. We obviously brought her to the vet in the meantime, but it didn't heal. So what they decided, oh my goodness, rhubarb and custard, that's like my favourite flavour, other than I really like pistachio. Pistachio is like an underrated ice cream flavour. And rum and raisin, which everybody says, like, why would you eat rum and raisin ice cream? So disgusting, but I really like it. So we took her to the vets, and they decided that they wanted to cryotherapy, like, you know, the cold, not the hot. So they basically have this little pen that they use to freeze a certain area, but they'd never done it on a tongue before. They'd only done it on the skin, so she had to be put under general anesthetic so that they could get to her tongue, 'cause it's like this big. And they said it was kind of like a trial, and that they may have to do it again. It may have to be over multiple sessions, and it was very stressful and upsetting because it's sad when you have to bring them in. But they basically said that they dotted the pen on the little blemish like 3 times, and they said that the little blemish should fall off, like it would turn black and it would fall off. So we took her home. I feel like someone's going to ring the doorbell. Nope, false alarm. So we took her home, and within the course of about a week, the whole end of her tongue fell off. And I'm talking like a triangle shape, so she literally had a snake tongue. It was completely forked like this, and she looked like a lizard. So I phoned up the vet and I said, oh, I thought you meant that the little dot would fall off, but her tongue fell off essentially. It's only the very end. She still has a full tongue. She can still eat and groom perfectly. But the vet just said, okay, well, now we know what to expect next time. And they said they probably wouldn't do it 3 times next time. So that made me laugh. Krispy Kreme donuts, oh my god. I actually like the plain ones, you know, the glossy kind of just ring donuts. They're my favourite, even compared to all the lovely filled ones. But they are so crazy expensive now. They're like, I don't even remember, but I think for a box like this it was like £15, and I was like, that is crazy. Sorry, I keep saying So I haven't had them in ages because I can't justify how expensive they are, even though they taste amazing. So yeah, that was the story of Porg. She is completely healed now. Her tongue is kind of more smooth now, but it's still like a forked tongue. I can maybe put some pictures up on a community post because it looks so funny. We call her a little lizard girl anyway, because I don't even know why. She's just like a little lizard, but now she truly is snaky. Hot dogs. I love hot dogs, even though I have to have vegetarian ones. They still taste super good, especially like some sauces, some red onions. Oh my goodness, perfect barbecue food for me. I feel like I better skip a few pages because otherwise this video is going to be like super duper long because I'm waffling. I hope you guys don't mind. Sometimes I haven't had human interaction for a couple days and I just have to waffle. I swear I've made these before. Fritters. It's like egg and maybe potato sometimes. Oh, that's wraps. Spinach, cheese, egg, milk, flour, sweet corn. Oh, I could eat that right now. I wish food could just appear because it takes so long to make food. I should really batch cook a lot of things and then they're just there. And future Lucienne will thank past Lucienne for being so thoughtful. Do you ever have that when you know you've got to do a job and you think, gosh, I just want to leave it, but then future you is annoyed at past you for being so inconsiderate? Is that a thing? I think that's a thing. I quite often have that. I'm like, thank you, past Lucienne. I wish you could see Binks right now. He's to the right of me and he's in a tiny, tiny box. And his arms are just flopping over the top because he's too big. He looks so cute. Watermelon ice. I actually don't like watermelon. I want to, but I don't like the taste of it. I don't like anything watermelon flavoured. So strange, I don't know why. I feel like at any moment somebody is going to ring the doorbell because I'm expecting an Amazon parcel. But if they do, I will just have to cut this short because it's difficult with no editing. I don't want to lose the time that I spent, but at the same time I don't want it to be super abrupt for you guys. Holiday hot list. I'm not really going on a proper holiday this year. I'm going to see my dad in Wales for like a week in a week's time, I think. But other than that, I'm not going like abroad. I went to Iceland already, so I don't have anything upcoming. People go on like summer holidays, but I feel like the summer holidays are kind of nice at home because it's hot and the kids are at home. So I like to go away in the off months, the off seasons. And if I'm going to bring my son, I usually go for like a long weekend. And that way he doesn't really miss school too bad. So, or if it's like a bank holiday weekend or they have an inset day, they get a lot of inset Fridays. And that works out perfectly. That's what we did for Iceland. I'm still going to do a slideshow to show you guys, but I had to buy a new hard drive because now that I make these ASMR videos, my phone gets filled up super quick. Like within 2 videos my phone is full, so I have to transfer it all to a hard drive in case I lose all my videos somehow, or like my channel just deletes itself or something. This looks really, really good. What is this? Sausage and kale cannelloni. So is this like pasta? can't tell. Yes, lasagna sheets. What, and they're like folded, like rolled. Obviously I wouldn't use the sausage part, but oh, that looks so good. The breadcrumbs just look amazing. Nothing I cook really looks like it's meant to, but it doesn't look terrible, but I guess it never looks how it's meant to, because they don't even use food, do they, half the time? Like when you see milk on cereal adverts, it's paint. I learned that, and I was like, wow, why do we want things to look like not what they are? Surely that's like not that appetizing. But so we have some drinks. I'm gonna skip some of the drinks. I actually don't drink alcohol at all, like not even anything, because it makes me sick, which is annoying, because I would love to enjoy like a glass of wine. I feel like I'm not a grown-up, because I feel like grown-ups have a glass of wine after work or in the bath or whatever, or gin. A lot of my friends drink gin or prosecco, and I just can't, because I drink like one drink and I get really ill. Like my stomach hurts so bad and I get really sick and I just have to go home. So I'm really boring, but I'm always like, I used to be the designated driver when I was young, which is fine. But all these bottles look amazing. Rhubarb and ginger gin. I bet that tastes so incredible. I always wish that I could collect alcohol bottles, but I don't know who would drink the alcohol. Every time we get given something like a hamper or a bottle of wine for some reason, like a raffle thing, or sometimes the patients at work bring in like alcohol and it gets given to people at work, we just store it, and then whenever we go to a party or need to give someone a thank you for feeding the cats or something, we just dip into the alcohol surplus that we have. So we never have to buy it, which is really funny. And the thing is I never know what anything is, because I don't drink, so I'm like, is this wine? Is this champagne? It has like a name that I don't understand. What is it? And I just hope that people like it. That looks cute. That looks so refreshing. Oh my goodness, the ice cubes. I remember when we went to Iceland, the ice cubes, the water there is like so perfectly clear that I couldn't tell that there were ice cubes in my drink until I took it and it made the noise of ice cubes. They were completely perfectly clear. I've never seen that before. They're always cloudy here. We have a crazy amount of limescale where I live. Like every drainer and every kettle is just covered in the white effect of limescale. But Iceland, you could just drink from any water source, basically. Probably not the toilet, but they said basically you can just fill up your bottle from anywhere. Back to school items. It's crazy. Everyone buys back to school uniforms and stuff like the second they break up from school. I actually do it differently. I buy the next size up of uniform when he reaches the age, rather than in September when they go back, because I figure, why buy the next age up when he's not going to be that age for ages. Say age more. But yeah, he's not growing as quickly now that he's older anyway. Well, although I say that, but he suddenly was taller than me. I looked back on the Iceland photos that we took, and that's when I realised he was taller than me. And I am not short, I am 5'9", so that was really scary. I was like, is he standing on a hill? Because he looks taller. And then we stood back to back and I realised he is now like significantly taller than me. It's so strange. It makes me feel old. Broccoli mac and cheese. Oh is one of my favourite meals. I like all the bad foods. It's probably why my cholesterol is so high. It's for like cleaning braces. I remember those good old days. What is that? That is a nice looking salad. That actually looks so good. Is this radish? They look awesome. I've never really eaten radish. Boiled eggs. Whole milk bread. I think. Carrots. Fresh chives. Lettuce. That looks really, really good. I might actually mark up that page. I can hear it, car door. If the doorbell goes, I'll leave it. They always leave my packages in the porch anyway. By the time you get to the door, there's literally no trace that anybody is even outside. But I apologise if you hear the doorbell. I'm just super paranoid that it's gonna happen. You know, like the longer a video goes on, the more chance there is of something happening, because it's like right bang in the middle of the day as well. So I hope you have enjoyed this magazine. I know I didn't really touch on it too much, but I kind of wanted to just tell you some things, you know, about my cat and Iceland and the summer and stuff like that. But I'm gonna catch up with you a little bit more in the future, because it's nice to just chat with you in the comments. I always reply to the comments if a reply is needed, but I don't know if you guys get my replies. Like, I don't know if you get notified, because a lot of times I reply and then nothing. So I think that maybe the notifications don't always come through, but I really love chatting to you. I love when you ask questions and you make recommendations, and it's just, everybody's nice, you know. It's a real wholesome kind of community. And that's pretty much it, I think. Strawberry tiramisu. And then that's the end. They have some nice gin bottles. Again, I would so keep these bottles. They just make it look so alluring and so pretty. Nice colours, nice shape. Even the top, like where the cork is, just, it looks really good. Anyway, it's been really nice catching up with you guys. And I hope this video has been relaxing. I wanted to make it a little bit longer because my last crystal one was just about 10 minutes long, I think, if that. So here's one that you can hopefully have on to fall asleep to. And I don't put the ads in the middle of the videos. I know some people do that, but it's fine if it's a normal video, you know, like telling you about how to do something or whatever. But with ASMR, I think it's just really cruel to put a advert in the middle. It does it automatically, and I always have to go and turn it off when I remember. Otherwise, I think I'd give you all heart attacks. But I will see you guys really soon. Bye.